shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
These shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out.
That's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away.
KATT Williams is back at it again, and he just exposed Beyonce for being responsible for the death of multiple people, and even keeping their bodies in her house for demonic rituals. At this point, we cannot put anything past these celebrities because, baby, they will do just about anything to get what they want. Jaguar Wright already did her big one a while back when she put her life on the line to go on Piers Morgan and spill the tea about this. And if y'all remember, Beyonce and Jay-Z tried to silence her by threatening to sue both her and Piers Morgan. Well, it looks like they might want to go after KATT Williams too because he is talking. And let me tell you something, the things he's saying are much worse than whatever Jaguar said. He isn't just accusing them of taking these folks' lives and careers, he is also giving major details about how they did it. And the details are disturbing, to say the least.
Ever notice how some people make money online effortlessly while others keep planning forever? Well, the world doesn't reward ideas, it rewards execution. It rewards people who take action, build products, and sell while others scroll. If you don't build your digital leverage now, someone else will. And they'll be the one making money while you're still figuring it out. This ebook will train you to build digital products that print income on autopilot even if you've never sold anything before. So instead of wasting money on another weekend binge or a Netflix subscription, invest in this guide and start building the system that buys your freedom. Press on the link on the description or click on the I button on the top right to download this ebook that will help you achieve financial freedom.
So who exactly are these 12 bodies KATT is accusing Beyonce of taking? And where is she stashing them to use for her alleged rituals? Let's get into it. Now, when it comes to Beyonce supposedly being behind the deaths of some people in the industry, it's actually been going around for a hot minute, and her silence on the issue isn't helping her either. Some of these people she has been accused of taking out were either messing with Jay-Z or giving her a run for her money in her career. One of the first people Beyonce was accused of destroying was Blu Cantrell. If y'all remember, she was one of the top artists out back in the day with 5 record labels begging her to sign to them at one point. However, all that success came to a halt when she clashed with Beyonce. So in 2003, Blu released her second studio album, Bittersweet. That was the same year Beyonce was also launching her solo career, so she was not going to allow any other girl to outshine her. No ma'am. To top it off, there were also rumors of Blu and Jay messing around behind Beyonce's back.
Kissed Jay-Z romantically?
No. No, I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
Oh, she's touching him off the neck! Look! You see?
Why do people not want to let the Jay-Z Blu Cantrell thing go?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're above 25.
Why? He needs somebody younger than that?
At the end of the day, yeah.
Why did you say that?
Because I think at the end of the day, a younger, less savvy to the ways of the world broad.
Somebody a little bit more naive.
Beyonce even referenced Blu and Jay's affair in her song Signs with the lyrics, "I was in love with a Sagittarius. I wish he was a Virgo, the same sign as me, and know how to show me love because I've been hurt by a Pisces." Mind you, Jay-Z is in fact a Sagittarius, and Blu is a Pisces. According to TMZ, Blu's life was being threatened. It was reported that she was frantically roaming in the streets, claiming that somebody was trying to finish her off. Blu went running through the streets, ranting about people trying to unalive her last night, until police took her into custody for psychological evaluation. Blu went seemingly berserk in a Santa Monica neighborhood around 2 a.m. on Wednesday. Witnesses tell us she was screaming about someone giving her poisonous gas. The episode went on long enough that someone called the police. Another person Beyonce was accused of destroying was Maya. Just like Blu, Maya was also thriving till Beyonce stepped into the chat and allegedly destroyed her for apparently messing with Jay-Z. It all started when Maya and Jay-Z collaborated on the song Best of Me, Part 2. Their chemistry was so good that people immediately started to speculate that they had something going on behind the scenes. Fast forward to 2014, Beyonce revived the rumors when she addressed the affair during a performance of her song, Resentment. The original lyrics read, "I've been crying for too long. What did you do to me? I was writing for you for so long." But during her performance, she said, "I know she was attractive, but I was here first, boy. Been riding with you for 12 years. Why did you do this to me? I'm not that crazy, B." The TMZ leaked that infamous elevator CCTV footage of Solange attacking Jay-Z in the elevator, so the rumors were going crazy. A source from Beyonce's team also got in touch with Media Takeout and gave them an exclusive about how Beyonce apparently found that Jay had an affair with Maya right after they did Best of Me Part 2. Media Takeout ended up deleting the article hours later for unknown reasons, but the damage had already been done. Things got so bad that Maya had to address it. She said, "Never did, never was, never will." Illegitimate, thirsty sources with no facts, and that's the media for you, especially today. I play second to no one, pay my own bills, have my own label, own management company, rely on God only, and respect myself and marriage too much for nonsense. Maya's manager also said that Maya was getting blackballed in the industry because of the allegations, as well as receiving death threats from Beyonce's fans. At first, it was just ridiculous, but then some diehard fans start making threats. She really couldn't care less about the rumors, but she wanted to set the record straight when the after effects started to become troublesome. Just 2 years after this, Rita Ora also got a taste of Beyonce's wrath when she was caught cheating with Jay-Z. Beyonce put this on blast in her song, Sorry, when she angrily sang the lyrics, "Looking at my watch, he should have been home. Today, I regret the night I put that ring on. He better call Becky with the good hair. She knew what she was doing when she put this out, and baby." Rita already got the heat from both the industry and the public. At the time, Rita was signed to Jay-Z's Rock Nation, so these rumors went wild. Rita made it worse for herself when she posted a photo on Snapchat wearing a lemon-printed bra and a necklace that had the initial J on it. But if you thought all this was bad, wait till you hear about some of the people Beyonce allegedly took out completely because of Jay-Z. In fact, just last year, when she released her album Cowboy Carter, there was a song called Daughter that had people accusing her of confessing to the unaliving of Jay-Z's alleged pregnant mistress, KATT White. The lyrics read, "Your body laid out on these filthy floors, your blood stains on my custom coutures. Bathroom attendant let me right in. She was a big fan. I really tried to stay cool, but your arrogance disturbed my solitude. Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do." You see, at the time of Kathy's death, the pathologist concluded that she died from a brain aneurysm, but Jaguar Wright had something else to say, and she accused Jay and Beyonce of allegedly taking Kathy out.
KATT White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming. And the Carters are responsible. But one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. Question is, did Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand's sake. I mean, I'm just
As if these allegations were not wild enough, Jaguar later appeared in another interview, and this time, she didn't only accuse Beyonce of being responsible for Kathy's death, she also said Beyonce allegedly faked her pregnancy and that Blue Ivy is possibly the kid Kathy was carrying when she was allegedly unalived.
Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about KATT White.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the fuck was these people supposed to go to? You can't go to the boss because the boss is f***ing you. And the boss's boss don't get no Can't go to the authorities. They're all bought and paid for. You could try to get a special prosecutor, but they'll just pay somebody to reassign him to another case. Where the f*** you go when you get f***ed over by the industry? Nowhere. That's where you go nowhere, which is where people like me step in. You right, I go to Diddy parties to walk mother out, cause ain't nobody stopping me when I come. You, Sean.
Hey, man.
Weirdo. Oof. I don't get no what you got in your head, that Neuralink. You'll never outthink me. Ever. All I do is frustrate your AI. You can't quantify me. You can't even control your wife. You gonna handle a bitch like me. You can't even control that goofy bitch. You should have did a better job. Maybe she wouldn't have had to lose her mind on Kathy. Cause you ain't protecting you. You're protecting her. Wonder why?
And remember that infamous Piers Morgan interview I mentioned earlier that had Beyonce and Jay-Z tight? Jaguar did that interview last year, and baby, she went in on them. She accused them of unaliving people, including Aaliyah's death. According to Jaguar, Jay and Beyonce also invested millions of dollars into the downfall of R. Kelly and Diddy so they could eliminate any evidence that linked them to R. Kelly and Diddy before the cops caught on to them.
Publicly, Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's
potentially. Do you think there could be
thousands? I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. Change is now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
When Jaguar first dropped those claims, a lot of folks thought she was reaching. She didn't come with a shred of proof, just tossing accusations in the air and hoping that people would believe her simply because she's Jaguar Wright. However, they started to side-eye the whole situation when Beyonce and Jay tried to silence her by threatening to sue both her and Piers. This was the first time the Carters ever publicly reacted to the rumors, and people felt like if they were really baseless, they wouldn't have bothered. The fact that this interview had them shook only made folks believe Jaguar might have been hitting a little too close to home.
The shocking allegations leveled at Sean Diddy Combs have burst the
floodgates on salacious claims about an industry many people believe harbored a monster. Understandably, the internet's ablaze with claims about these events and whether other powerful figures were involved too. Well, last week I interviewed Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years. Those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
And now, word on the street is that KATT Williams has also been spilling major tea about Beyonce behind the scenes, accusing her of being behind the downfall of all these women. He said it's not a coincidence that they all went down right after crossing her, and that in due time, the entire truth is going to come out. There's no way to confirm if what this source is saying is 100% true. But baby, KATT has never had anything nice to say about either Beyonce and Jay-Z. In fact, he seemingly accused them of selling their soul during his infamous interview with Shannon Sharpe last year.
The number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. The cabal, it's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. When I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts.
As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, KATT called it. 2024 was the year all secrets will be revealed. I pray that God brings the whole of them down. But I am appalled that everybody speaking out now has known this. They are trying to save themselves. Demons will always demon. Another person said, Aaliyah was a triple threat. She could sing, dance, and act. I have always said that if Aaliyah were still alive, Beyonce wouldn't been where she is. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about KATT accusing Beyonce of allegedly ending these people? And do you think Beyonce is really the cause of the death and downfall of these women? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.